Oh, what's up, son?
Oh, what's up, son?
What's going on, Joey?
I'm just here hanging inside the shop.
It's no better place to be.
No better place to be than hanging inside the shop with Tom and Joey.
Tom and Joey.
So,
brought to you by Cafe Bustello.
Yeah, Cafe
and
Bustello
One Bars.
And One Bars. Keep us going throughout the day when we can't leave to get food. And
I do wish we had, not to dog our we got some good restaurants around us, some pretty busy restaurants.
Pig and Pit's back.
But, every once in a while you get tired of tacos, you get tired of barbecue.
Subway and barbecue. And
I've not been into
Chinese.
I don't eat Chinese food.
Sunny China.
I'm not a Chinese food person.
I'm not going to say anything bad about it.
No,
but it does taste like most Chinese restaurants.
MSG,
yeah. And not Madison Square Garden.
Gosh.
Quite a week.
It's been a long week.
Yeah.
I mean, I do feel like we just sat down and did this last week, but I'm like...
We did just...
I am literally like...
1 week ago today.
And this was a holiday weekend. But, man, it was busy.
Yeah. Did you have a good holiday? Was it fast?
I did.
Go back to BG?
I mean, honestly, Thanksgiving Day for me was very quick. I mean, I didn't... I slept a lot. I took a lot of naps.
Okay.
I mean, we didn't eat till like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Normally try to get to lunch, but my brother is always late. Never there on time.
Brian or your twin?
Brian. Oh. Toby didn't come. He went to Florida.
That's right.
No, we so it was 2 o'clock, but man, I must have taken 3 naps. I'm exhausted. I know. I hadn't even eaten. I had 2 before we ever ate.
Yeah.
I think I was just tired from the week, from just the grind. I mean,
getting ready for Black Friday.
The Wednesday before Black Friday was a pretty fantastic day here in the shop.
Unexpected.
And I don't know if it was just because people were trying to get those books for heading out of town, or they were just like, man, I got to go in and get some books. Or everybody got paid, maybe a combination of all those things. But it was a great day in here. We had a good day. I mean, people came in, bought their books, picked up some back issues. People bought Funko Pops. I mean, it was a good day.
Yes, and we had we had a great Black Friday, and then it was Small Business Saturday.
Honestly, of all those days, Small Business Saturday was the slowest.
Yeah, definitely. Well, everybody,
I think everybody kind of
shot at the
Black Friday, and they were like, Black Friday was honestly for our first Black Friday, and being a small business here in Spring Hill, and like I was pleasantly surprised by the amount of people that came in and supported the local shop. So big shout out to the Spring Hill folks and those in the area for coming in and supporting us.
Yeah, saw some new faces. That's always good.
Because it wasn't just people who didn't make it to get their comics. I mean, a couple of those people came in, but for the most part,
a lot of those folks were out of town.
There are a lot of people coming in and saying, "Hey, I'm looking for this. I'm looking for that," and that was good. That's kind of what I want to see. You
want to see the new people.
I did. I was pleasantly surprised. It made it to the point where I felt good about being out of the shop yesterday. To do some wheeling and dealing.
Yeah, didn't miss a lot at the shops. All the action was.
Yeah, you were here with the Fam Bam.
Yep, we had
the Mayfield crew came in.
Yep, they came into Murfreesboro, and
we had Pops in the shop, and we're not talking about Funkos.
That's right. Yep, he came to the shop for his second time. He was had a good time here. Got to see some action. Got to see some, some deals go down. Saw how we go through a collection and buy. And
yeah, that was a fun time.
Yeah, we thought we were about to leave.
You were about to head out, and you're like, wait a minute.
Hold a minute. Yep, wasn't gonna miss.
Which is kind of rough because you had your daughter with you and your dad, and they were getting tired and a little restless, and a little anxious, and you just come in from eating.
Yep.
So it was like.
It's like, okay, we're gonna be here another 45 minutes.
At least, at minimum.
Yeah, an hour.
But that was a good day.
So yeah, yesterday you got a lot of great comics. In Gallatin, and then yesterday afternoon we got a collection.
One thing I found out with this business is
one
thing I found out that we're finding out with the biz is, it's the other local shops in Metro Atlanta or the Middle Tennessee area are they're not as competitive as we probably first envisioned.
Yeah.
They're giving us phone calls. Hey, look, I've got this. You got that. Can we do some work? Can we do a trade, or can we wheel and deal a little bit?
As long as we're not in the same town, yeah.
No, we're not in the same town. I can't speak for those shops over in the borough.
Yeah, those 4 shops in Murfreesboro probably aren't doing that.
our good friends up at Town Square
Mm-hmm.
called us and said, "Hey, man, I'm adding on to the store. I'm putting up some slat wall, and I've got a whole bunch of space I need to fill. Do you have any action figures and Funkos?" And by golly, we did. And so I was stuff that was just back there, kind of keeping the shelves warm in the back. I took them up and did a little trade and brought home some pretty solid little books.
Yeah, man.
For the shop, and we've already sold a few of them.
Yeah, we got a lot of keys in yesterday. So
Yeah, I want to show some of these that we got in, man.
Yeah,
They're
let's see what
actually
you
really
got.
great. So, I don't know if you can see that, Matt. That is Tales of Suspense number 59. You know what that is? What's important about that one?
tell me.
Do you not know?
I don't know. Maybe.
It's the first solo story of the Silver Age of Captain America.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So,
Did you know that before yesterday?
Did I know that before yesterday? I did not. I'll be honest. I did look it up because I was like, "Why is this book like this?" So I had to look it up.
Why is it so expensive?
Well, also, I think it's just a cool cover, and it's actually a pretty clean copy of this book.
Little Jack Kirby.
Yeah, and I knew that Captain America's first appearance in the Silver Age was it's Avengers 4,
Early, yeah.
which we
early
had
Avengers.
a week ago or 2 weeks ago, and it's gone already.
Yeah.
And then so this one, I traded for this one. I thought I just was like, normally we go up there and get bulk, or we go up there and get some $10, $20 books, but this time I just kind of wanted to go quality.
Yeah.
So I picked this one off, and he was like, "Yeah, that's great." Great little book. I've never read it, but it's 2 stories. It's Iron Man battles the Black Knight, and then of course the start of the new Captain America series. So I thought that was a cool book.
Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah, great little book. And this is just a sampling of what we got.
Good shape,
So, FYI, we also got Avengers 10.
These conditions are solid, too.
They're really good. This is I believe it's the first appearance of the Collector, and it's the first appearance of Giant Man. Is that right, Matt? Look that up. Is it the first Giant Man? Hank Pym as Giant Man? Yeah, click that.
There we go.
You'll probably have to scroll down a little bit. Oh, we got a nice little pop-up window.
Yeah.
Doesn't say, does it?
Dead air.
Well, just look at my phone app
There we go.
while we're waiting.
Yeah. Man, and then Avengers 19.
Yeah, I mean, these were some really...
The Coming of the S-Wordsman.
Oh, we'll talk about that in a second, too. There's a trick to that one. Let's see, Avengers 10. No, sorry, it's not. It's the first appearance of Immortus, a.k.a. Kang and Ramatut. And it's the debut call to action.
Mm-hmm.
What's the debut? What's the call to action for Avengers?
Avengers Assemble.
Yeah, but it's actually said by Thor.
Ah, okay.
So that's what it is. I'm getting to these books. I'm getting my books confused. All those comic book people out there probably making fun of us.
Yeah.
This is
like, come on, guys.
This is Avengers 19. This is the Swordsman, first appearance of the Swordsman. He's just showed up in Hawkeye series, but he's got a different name. In this is he's Jacques, but in the
It's the
TV
S-Words,
show,
man.
in the TV show, he's Jack. So this is I just thought I didn't actually pick this book up because of the show. It just got it because it was that book. And
You like that little Zorro mustache.
well, no, I like the Quicksilver and the Hawkeye, and the Black Widow.
What is that? Yeah, he just got the flock of seagulls.
I don't know what's going
Haircut
on there.
there.
And what's up with this? Like, how is that like a functional? The Black Widow. How is that a functional costume?
It's, I think her periffs would be a little bit,
Or just get in the way? It's like
yeah.
those dumb head masks that like Tila and
Yeah.
She-Ra would wear. No, but then Nick was like, "Oh yeah, he was on Hawkeye." I was like, "Oh yeah, that's right, he was." Which I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah. The actor, really looks like that guy too.
This one, this is the first Hank Pym as Goliath.
Okay.
All right,
Giant man.
back at last, but he was Giant Man before, and then I think Goliath was a villain, and then he No, he takes on the Goliath mantle.
Among Us walks a
Goliath. Yeah. It's a cool book. Got the Avengers on the front there.
That's what I love about these, though. It's just like, if you can get this shot here, man.
Is that Black Widow or is that the Scarlet Witch?
I thought it was a Scarlet Witch.
Okay.
But
it is a Scarlet Witch, sorry.
Yeah. But it's just like, they're trying to sell these. No, it's not this one. It's this one. It's just like they're on a wall with all these other comics, so they got to really get it all, everything
I'm
out
awfully
there.
wondering if they just took that art and superimposed it on there or traced it back on or did whatever they did back in the day. And somebody that probably knows more about this stuff than we do could tell us that's
we've seen
looks like you've seen that. That's the same picture from Avengers 4.
Oh God. Sorry.
At least I don't. Then again, it's Jack Kirby, right?
Yeah, it's Jack Kirby, and maybe that was just one of those days. Like you can't pay Jack Kirby too many times because you go broke because he was the GOAT. But it's like big news starting with this great issue. 2 big features for the price of one.
Okay,
and
so
it's
this
selling
book,
you on this.
This
it's
book,
selling you on.
He
this.
brought this up here. This book is the first appearance of the Collector, and this is where Hank Pym becomes Goliath, formerly known as Giant Man.
Yeah.
Right. Very good. Thank you.
It's fun, though. Those are fun.
Yeah, and I think there's a lot of people love these books. I mean, people have come in and looked at them today. They've taken them down, and then they decided on some other books. We actually sold.
Yeah, it looks like Scarlet Witch's little point there is going to kind of.
Let me see what you got. What are you talking about?
Kind of hit the danger zone here when she looks down. Yeah. See, you're talking about functional masks, Scarlet Witch.
Oh, I see. She's like she could stab herself in the.
Yeah.
Well.
In the cleavage.
Matt, what was that book? That X-Men book today that was sold right before when you came in? What number was that?
129.
129. X-Men 129 when it came in yesterday and is gone today. Definitely something Matt was looking at this morning, but he had battery issues. So, sorry about that, Matt. But we sold that one. That was that's the first Kitty Pryde, Emma Frost. I think it's the first cameo appearance of the Hellfire Club.
Yeah,
is that right, Matt? You're the X-Men guy.
I believe that's correct.
Cool. That was a cool book. Mm-hmm. We knew it wouldn't last long. Matt came and looked at it this morning. He's like, man, I really want this book, but he had to be responsible.
Sucks.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
And then he said this won't be here tomorrow. And he was right. I actually said I don't think this will be here when I come back tonight. And
it's the same client that 181 didn't last too long either.
So we've had some good books come in 24 hours, and we've already, kind of flipped a couple because Robert came in, bought a couple books. He did a trade and then trade on some books. We got some Walking Dead stock, and he traded for some Fantastic Fours. So it was a good day all in all as far as comic books go, for sure.
That's my favorite thing to go.
I think what was exciting last night was
that's the biz, son.
When we were doing that buy with all those X-Men books, because we got a. Hey Matt, what would you say with the Chris Claremont run? How much X-Men do you think? How much of that was that? What was the numbers? I mean, it started at 104.
Yeah, I think 104 was the earliest one. There were some gaps in there.
A couple gaps.
Had all of the
almost all the Dark Phoenix saga.
Almost all the Dark Phoenix saga, and almost all the Alpha Flight stuff, which is still in your case. So
we still have that. The Alpha Flight stuff is in there.
Yeah, so come check that out.
Great
people.
Books.
Yeah. But those were. That was I think what was this was cute. Little Nick Jr., who's not with us tonight. Shout out to Big Nick, Little Nick. Nick was here when those came in, and he's like Matt is a big X-Men guy, and he saw those books. He was just like his eyes were big, and he was like a little kid. Like he was like, I want those books. Can I get those books? You could just kind of hear it in the ether.
I might want to look at those books. Could I see those books, please?
So I thought that was funny.
Yeah.
And then he actually ended up getting he got 3 of them.
He got 3 of them. That's right.
I think it was the Dark Phoenix ones, right, Matt?
That's what he said. I don't remember.
I don't remember what number it was. I think it was like 133, 134 times 5.
Good as money,
that
man.
Makes sense. I took a 136. So.
Right. I think he got the 3 because he actually believe it or not, Matt, he came in or after you left and was like, "Hey, where's that 136?" I was like, "You missed it. Somebody got it."
I'm sorry.
Yeah, don't be sorry. Man, this is like I said. People are like, "Hey, if these key book comes in here," I said, "I've got 5 people I call when books come in." And one day I'm probably going to lay like a stick in the ground and say, look, y'all got to fight to the death, and the winner is going to get to buy the book.
Yeah.
We'll see who's going to win.
Do some kind of a randomizer.
No, it's fine. What's interesting enough is most of our people who come in and
Still got that first Dazzler, too.
yeah, thanks, Matt. We do have that first Dazzler. I meant to grab some of those, but they were way up on the top shelf.
Disco,
And I didn't want to.
baby. That's it.
That last buy of the night kind of jacked up my feng shui
Oh, yeah.
of the comic wall, but it's fine. I'd rather sell it.
There's plenty to go in those
Oh,
spots.
totally. Yeah, that collection. A couple things that we talked about the X-Men. We've shown these Avenger books. We got a whole lot of Tales of Suspense yesterday. This is just like kind of one of the marquee books that we had. What was it? Tales to Astonish with Silver Surfer and Hulk. Was that what that is, Matt? Tales to Astonish.
It was Tales to Astonish.
Yeah, I can't remember what the number was, but that one went out the door tonight. That was a good book. And then, but we also got we got a really epic run of
Yeah. It was like
Swamp Thing.
2 books.
We got the first
$500.
cameo of Constantine, which is not really a very expensive book, believe it or not. And then we got the first Alan Moore book, Swamp Thing.
Got a lot of.
So this is really cool. If you're a Swamp Thing fan, we got some cool Swamp Things in. Of course, Tom always finds these really interesting books. There was one called Tower of Shadows. I think that's what it was called.
Yeah, I saw that in his box. What's the deal with that?
He goes, I actually am collecting these. I said, yeah, of course you are.
Yeah.
So, but he said, I don't have these 3. So he grabbed them and he put them in his pull box for next time. But it was some really cool books.
So it was a full short box of really good stuff, and
that was what I brought back from Town Square. But then we had I literally filled up a whole long box of what came in.
What did that collection come in? The last collection come in? Did he have him in a bag or something?
He had them in a short. Oh yeah, he had those in a.
I thought he had them in a short box.
Yeah, he did.
And then I bought all those, or it was part of that collection. But I priced
had 2 short boxes.
Priced out those Swamp Thing for the offer, and then I worked on those Marvel Tales, those team ups. We got a lot of
a lot of Marvel team ups
with the certificate of authenticity from
Mile High Comics.
Mile High Comics is weird.
I think that was neat.
It's neat.
It's a piece of comic book.
I don't know what the deal is. Yeah.
Probably just something they did back in the day.
Hey, it came from here. It has our stamp of approval. This is a
legitimate comic
good book. Yeah, but yeah, it had like a seal.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, those dudes, the famous Mile High Comics.
Yeah, that was a cool. What else was in that collection? There was a lot of good stuff in there.
I was just thinking, like,
there's some Fantastic Four books.
Our wall comics look a lot different than they did in May.
Well, I redid it today.
Well, I know,
and I pulled these 4 off the wall.
Let me
go back up to
the quality of our wall comics. Look a lot different than they did in May.
I mean, we were excited to have $20 books back then. Now we're getting.
So
we haven't hit that.
Good little milestones.
We haven't hit that 4-digit number yet, but. Well, we did, but
we did.
It didn't hit the wall.
It didn't hit the wall. It didn't have time to.
No.
So
we're getting there.
Yeah.
Like I was telling you, man, I'm proud of like what we've put together in 6 months.
Me too.
End of 20.
This COVID dream we had.
Yeah, we're a whole year and a half into this thing.
Yeah.
And we got to meet a lot of cool people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's one of the great things of, like, I haven't been lucky because it seems like when I'm not here, it's all the people come in that I haven't seen. It's like, man, I'm never going to see these people. So, or I just miss them or something like that.
Well, I mean, Tom came in today.
I don't always miss Tom.
He comes in early. You're usually coming a little bit after we open on the weekend, and he can only come in on the weekends.
If it was just me, when I got people, I got to get here with me. That's what throws it all off.
You just need to be like, the truck leaves and the train leaves in 5 minutes. Either you're on it or you're not.
Yeah, that's what I need to do.
That's what I think you should say, but again, easier said than done.
Yeah. Abigail loves coming to the shop, so that's the thing. She'd be heartbroken.
Well, I think in her mind, she thinks that Olivia's going to be here every time.
She used to, but now she's gotten to where she likes coming regardless. So that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Look at that. Yeah. Her little friend being here is just a bonus. So, yeah, and I'm glad because I was just like, man, Daddy owns a comic and toy store. Like, yeah, you're in your world. You know, that's the coolest thing that your parent can do for a living.
No, yeah.
It's just like for the longest time, it wasn't even a big deal. I'm like, come on.
Is that the coolest thing your dad could do?
I'm not saying it is, but I mean,
Like, let me ask you this
when
question.
you're a kid.
Yeah, but
and
when you're a
thinking
kid, let's think
toys,
about this.
And they're a big deal. Toys are a big deal to her.
I know. I think I would probably say owning a comic store as a kid. If my dad owned a comic store when I was a kid, that would be pretty cool. If it wasn't a comic store, what would it be? What would you go? That's cool. I mean, your dad owned a shoe store.
Amusement park.
Amusement park?
You want to know? I got to
A
talk
bike
about
store?
my dad.
Maybe a bike store?
Oh, a bike store, a skateboard shop.
Or a skateboard shop?
Yeah, back then.
We rode
I was
a lot of
little bit
bikes.
older. Yeah, man, we rode a lot of bikes.
Bikes were awesome.
So me and Dad got into a conversation on the way home from here, and I don't know how we really never talked about retail. Maybe because I just never have been in retail and real retail.
Sure.
And so we were talking about like him in the shoe store and getting, you know, he said, yeah, he's like, we used to do like $400,000 a year out of that Mayfield store, gross volume in a year. And I was like, what?
You're talking about the early 80s.
In the 80s, yeah. And it was
70s.
60s, 70s, 80s. And I think when he was talking about that, he was talking about, he's like, you've seen all those pictures where you couldn't walk in there. He said, I would have those Black Friday 2-for-1s, and we would do like, what did he say? He said like $10,000 or $12,000 in a day. And I was like, what?
Well,
and
think
again,
about
the 70s and 80s.
Yeah, but think about this though. He was the only place in Mayfield. Hold on. To get he was the
When he
big.
started, there was 4 on the square.
There were 4 shoes. Well, I know there was department stores too. Like there was Anderson's, but I think they mostly had clothes.
Well, it was Lukoski's.
Lukoski's would have had shoes, but they would have had sports shoes.
Anderson's had shoes.
Anderson's did have shoes, and then J.C. Penney's had shoes.
But there was only 2 people that did like a family shoe.
Who was the
like
other one?
Whole family. I can't remember. It's somebody. It was before me, but he was the only one that really was left besides Lukoski's, and they went more towards sporting goods that way.
Well, I think what it was he well, you know, he was the family shoe store. That's where we got our shoes
That's what it came to be
at that
yeah.
time.
So I think that the
We
other
didn't
places,
until the malls opened.
You know how you do? It's like the other places, they're like, okay, you know, like Lukoski's was probably like, okay, he's kind of got that family market, and
That's where
I'm
we-
not going to try to compete with that.
We
So
would-
let's move to sporting goods, and then we'll have athletic shoes and stuff like that.
We would go to Lukoski's but didn't Lukoski's have a department store across the street?
No, it was a courthouse. It was Anderson's kind of kitty corner.
I know
from it.
Anderson's sort of in the middle though.
No, it was on the corner of 6th and Water.
Anyway, but Lukoski's we would go to get sporting stuff like cleats
Yeah.
or hunts.
Mm-hmm.
But we wanted sneakers.
Yeah.
I remember I think I got my
Penny's was another one that had shoes.
like first pair of Nikes at your dad's store.
Yeah. He was kind of slow to
Converse
that.
shoes.
Yeah, he was slow to Nike because Converse was such a big deal. And then Michael Jordan came along and got Nike on the map. So he was like, okay, I got to get these Jordan shoes. And he remember him saying, he's like, I mean, I have to
remember when
pay
your dad got 'em.
$25 for those. He
Like,
said, and I have to
Really?
sell them. And he's like, yeah. And he's like, people are paying like $50 a pair for those things. And I
you know
I
what
remember
they're paying
him
for them
saying
now?
that. Yeah,
It's like $250.
exactly.
Um,
But he was just like, I just can't imagine somebody paying $50 for a pair of sneakers, but I'll sell them. I mean, yeah.
and I actually wanted a pair, but we couldn't afford them.
They had all those cool
We
posters
couldn't
in there
afford
too.
$50 for.
Remember he had like the Don
Yeah,
Mattingly,
he had
the Hitman. He had the Dr. Duncanstein that had like the
Yeah,
doctor's
yeah,
coat on and
yeah.
had the half basketballs
He had a
with the
Dr.
smoke coming
J
out.
one too, right? That was a Dr. J.
Had Dr. J. He had
Yeah, I remember all that stuff, man.
yeah, dude. He had all those cool posters. I wish I had
I
now.
was pretty bummed when the store closed.
Well, he sold it. It didn't close, but he sold it like when we were, I guess, 11. I guess it was.
Didn't y'all go back to Dyersburg?
That's when we went there, yeah, because he had to train there for a year or 2 years or whatever with his new gig.
I think y'all sold it when we were living out at Lowe's.
Okay.
And then we spent a year. Actually, we had left when I was like 7
Yeah,
and went to Chattanooga for like a year and a half.
yeah.
Then we came back and lived in Lowe's for a year, and then we moved back over there off of 12th Street
Yeah.
down there by Longfellow.
And then we were back.
And then we were in the city.
Yeah.
Then we were downtown, baby.
We were downtown, dude. We covered every square inch of that town on our bikes.
I think that's like the cool part about it was like, what's cool is we're actually starting to see some of that. It's not the same, but we're starting to see that little trickle come in here with. I gotta give a big shout out to Wheels.
Kids on the bikes.
Get kids on the bike. I'm actually gonna get us
a bike rack.
a bike rack.
Good, because I can bring the goose up here and
I don't leave that thing out there. Somebody's gonna run off with
I
it.
ain't gonna say I'm gonna leave it out there, but I put it out there and I chain it and then
Better
bring it in at night. Get more action than it's getting right now.
man. That
I want to show that thing, man. I love that. I love
that's a cool.
my
I wish I had a bike. I need a big bike because I'm big.
Yeah.
Anyway,
it's not gonna
it's
work.
just cool that the kids are riding up on their bikes from
20-inch
back here in these neighborhoods,
Yeah.
and that's how Wheels got in here. He rode up on his bike and was just like, he was a Funko kid, man.
He's always in here trying to wheel and deal. And
that is true. Is that
yeah.
why we call him Wheels?
yeah, that's why I call him Wheels.
I called him
he's
Wheels because he
always
rode
in
his
there
bike
trying
up here. Well, I guess it all makes sense.
He traded that Lucha Libre's Funko set.
Is that where that came from?
That's where it came from. Wheels, yeah.
I had no idea.
And I was just like, I was a kid.
I gave that away.
do it. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure I
exactly.
gave that to somebody at the con. No, I didn't. I sold it,
Yeah.
but I sold it for cheap.
But I sent Wheels on his way a lot of times because I told him what I'd give him for whatever he's trying to sell or trade. And I was like, I'd give him a price like, no, I guess so. I need to leave. But
Now he's seeing all the hustle. He's
now
seeing
he's
the behind the
hustle.
scenes.
Yeah. He's seeing the
He
hustle.
brought us
so.
some dice today.
Yeah, I saw that.
Brought us a couple dice, and he's
Yeah. But yeah, man, just the Cadets family just keeps getting bigger and bigger.
I'm digging it.
Beautiful
It's a
thing.
beautiful thing.
We
Big
want
shout out to
kids-
the Cadets family, everybody.
Yep. Everybody.
While I'm
man.
thinking about it, y'all take a moment to like and subscribe this
That's true.
podcast. Hit that little button, hit that little bell. Give us a comment or two. We'd love to hear from you guys.
Yeah, we do. We don't get a lot of
A lot of
comments.
comments.
We get some likes.
I think
and some
your
watches,
family
but,
comments more than anybody.
That's
Wheels
my-
commented last time.
Yeah. Yeah, he was like, yeah, he was like making offers on Funkos in the comics.
Was he really?
Yeah, in the comments of a YouTube video.
Hey
He's
man,
like,
he knows
I'll
how
give
to
you-
hustle.
I'll give you 20 for that.
Yeah, Nick Jr. was. This is interesting, man. I kind of wish he was in here to talk about it today, but he's not here tonight because he was. He shot his student film last night. And
Okay.
It was a Batman, which I can't wait to see. Maybe next week we'll have a copy of it. We can show it on the podcast.
I got to see the script.
I saw the
like
script,
that.
and that was pretty cool. I saw the costume,
Oh, I didn't see
which
the
looks
costume.
like it was a homemade version of which actually the twins. You know the twins that come in here.
Yeah.
Luke and
Yeah, I saw Zach or
What's the
Luke
other
in
one's
his,
name? Luke
in his
and-
Robin costume.
what's the other one's name? Luke and
Zach.
Zach.
Yeah.
They actually made it.
Okay.
They hand-made this thing. I was like, man, y'all made this? And I was really impressed. And then they had a kid wear it. And then, anyway, I came in this morning and the bathroom, there was like a bloody paper towel in the trash can. And it looked like somebody had like got a busted nose and was like,
Yeah.
And I asked Nick, what's up with that bloody towel in the bathroom? He said, oh, we had fake blood. I was like, oh, okay. And then, but he says, it was an interesting night. I said, how'd it go? He said, it was an interesting night. I said, what do you mean? He goes, I said, did the cops show up? He goes, no. He goes, but we had a raccoon invade the scene. So I'm sitting here, okay, at night, so there's a raccoon out here rummaging through all of our stuff. Probably because there's Chinese food out here, out in the back. Or sometimes we'll set our lunch waste out there.
He better watch out. He'll be tomorrow's special.
Well, he's got a video. I wish he had that tail. He's got a video of a raccoon that kind of busted in.
Yeah.
But from what I understand, the video kind of
Yeah.
the shoot went well. He had
It's good.
Yeah. So he's at home. He says tonight editing and getting that in so he can get his grades.
Maybe we can feature it here on the old cast.
I hope so. Give a little.
How long of a movie
I
is
think
it?
it's only like 10 minutes, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, most student films aren't long because nobody
No,
wants
yeah.
to sit and watch that stuff.
Right. Yeah. I remember seeing some of the student films of like these famous filmmakers. It was pretty great. But yeah, like the big, like the guys that all went to USC together.
My last student film won a couple awards.
Did it?
Yeah.
We should watch it on here.
It's called Butter Pecan.
Butter Pecan.
It's a rom-com.
Really?
Not really a com. It's a little romance. I can't believe I wrote a romance story.
I can't.
I wrote it at
I
4
can't
o'clock
either.
in the morning at a Waffle House.
Were you like under the gun, just trying to?
I was stressing about it.
Okay. Did you not have much time?
No, I had time, but like everything in my life, I procrastinated. So I was like, what am I going to write about? 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 And like, you had to like turn it in stage, like you turn your script in, and you had like all that stuff.
A lot of my best writing was done at Denny's.
I just happened to go to Waffle
over a Grand Slammer.
Something like that.
Moon over my hammy. Is that what it's called? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Moon's over my hammy.
Yeah. The ham slice with the
yeah. The two over easies.
Yeah.
No, I don't know, man. I just got it in my head. I was like, couldn't sleep, and I just jumped in the car, and I was starving. I went to Waffle House. I got me an all-star breakfast, and I ate that, and I was just like, next thing I knew, I had like a little romance book, little story.
Yeah, maybe that's just like a aphrodisiac for you to go to the Waffle House and.
I mean, I can't say it did me any favors, but it actually, I actually didn't
birth a rom-com.
I didn't submit the thing. My dean submitted it, and it
to where?
There's these organizations. A lot of ways you pay for them.
Yeah.
Well, you can get the award, but to actually get a trophy, you have to pay for the trophy. But a lot of places do it just because it makes themselves look good.
But you can put those fig leaves around it and do
it was
award-winning.
I got a Telly award and I got a Davy award for it.
Okay.
I think I got a bronze Telly and a gold Davy.
We need to put those trophies up in here somewhere.
I don't know where they are. I never got the trophies for those. No.
Well, we need to go make one, just like some stupid little one of those trophies like you used to get in karate in the 80s. Just put
for my short film from college. That was like 6 years ago,
like
7 years ago.
Like with a cup on it, and like the stacks, and they had the screw in the bottom, the rod that went through the middle.
That's how they're all. I don't think
those old school.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, back in the 80s.
We got a trophy in the corner over there.
Okay, well, it's
actually a karate trophy.
Did you win that trophy?
Hell no! I designed it.
Yeah,
okay. I designed the artwork on it.
So we could have trophies in here that you actually won. So
if I'm going to put a trophy in here, it's going to be something legit.
So that's not legit?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so. Not for that. Matt, you win any awards on your short film?
No.
No, that's all right. What did you like?
Why to make him feel like crap?
I didn't put him on the spot. Like, how's your short film?
I never finished my short film.
Oh, that's right. You told me that.
No. I need like legitimate. I need like some people can do sound design and composers.
I got those guys in Atlanta.
Shoot, I got good. Please bring them on. I got $10,000 worth of special effects work done, and I can't no music or no sound to put to it.
Give him the password, man.
You want my password?
Get the login. Yeah,
I got some logins, man.
It don't work on YouTube though.
You know what? Though he's not doing it right.
Okay.
Because they've changed these stock music services.
Yeah.
If you have to upload the correct website.
Okay.
Web address, and then it's supposed to generate you a license. Well, it's new. It's a new thing, and I just don't think it's fickle.
Yeah.
And they're not going to send the YouTube police after you.
Well, you're a pro, so I mean, it's not to be expected that he would.
Well,
be able to do all that.
No, he probably knows more about YouTube than I do.
No, I just mean like just licensing and stuff like that with the creative work that you do.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to license anybody's crap music. I want something custom made.
Well, that costs money, bro.
Yeah, I know. That's the problem.
Not if you bring your guitar up here.
Well, I don't know if that's going to work. I mean, I don't know. Firefly works really well with acoustic guitar music.
Yeah, give me like a 3-piece drum
What's your
set.
movie about? What's your short film about?
My short film is about. See, what was my log line? It's about 3 astronauts who discover the Garden of Eden on another planet.
Oh, we talked about this.
Yeah, and they have to come to terms with mistakes they made in their lives.
Hey, there's an episode. Have we talked about this? There's an episode of The Twilight Zone. And it's something over now. I can't remember. It's an episode of The Twilight Zone. It's basically about this dude that crash lands. He's an astronaut, and he crash lands on this planet.
Mm-hmm.
And he's, I think he's wounded a little bit, but not to the point where he can't do anything. But he's by himself.
Yeah.
And the only thing he can do is every once in a while he can talk to people back home. And every so often he keeps talking to them. They're like, things are getting bad here, man. They're talking about it's going to be a big nuclear war, blah, blah, blah. And I think he talks to him like 2 or 3 times. And then the last time he's like, look, this is the last time I'm going to be able to talk to you. The war started. Like, things are going, like, it's over. The world's over. The world's dead. And he goes, good luck to you. And that's the last communication he has with him. And, but in between these communications from back home, he keeps seeing this person in the woods outside of his ship, and he can't ever catch him. And eventually he catches him, and it's a woman, but she can't speak the same language he can speak because he's speaking English and she's speaking some kind of gibberish. But eventually, like what it is like he turns out his name is Adam and her name is Eve, and so like they crash land on this planet, and it's like they're Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden, which I thought was a pretty brilliant idea for Twilight Zone. Which that's what reminds me of, Matt.
Interesting. I don't remember that one. So is
it's
that
like Probe 7 over and out or something?
Was that like how they dawned a new civilization? They just started.
No,
all over?
It was kind of like what Matt's talking about. It's like the Garden of Eden was. It wasn't like, these people that God allegedly, dug up out of the ground and here's Adam and Eve.
Right.
He made Adam out of clay and took his rib and made Eve. That's not what happened. In these science fiction stories, it's like they're astronauts and they landed here and they populated the Earth, because they were intelligent beings. Which, honestly, to be clear, isn't all that dissimilar from some of these ancient astronaut theories, which Brian and I actually talked about over the holiday.
Yeah, the ancient alien stuff.
Have you ever heard of that?
Oh yeah,
that's some interesting stuff.
It is some interesting stuff. A lot of it makes a lot of sense.
I used to watch that. I watched that show, Ancient Aliens,
some of the absurdity of
when it first came
things.
out. The first original miniseries was pretty compelling and pretty convincing. Once they got into that season and like they were stretching. They were reaching for stuff. It was like this is not. But the other stuff like actually I could see this making sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, it's just, ooh boy, this is dangerous stuff. But it's just like,
why is it dangerous?
If you're
talking about it,
if you're on the outside,
dude, we're talking about people that.
No, but I was just saying, like, when you have somebody that's just like, okay, you believe in like, Big Bang evolution or creation, and if you told somebody both of these stories that's never heard anything about either one of them, one would sound as absurd as the other.
Did you see that Noah movie with Russell Crowe?
No, I purposely didn't watch it.
Really?
Yeah.
I went and saw it. I don't know why. I think because I was going to Asbury at the time and everybody went and watched it, and I just wanted
Everybody was talking about it.
Everybody came back and goes, did they even read the Bible? And I was like, then I kind of like watched it and I went like read some verses and I was like, do you realize how science fiction these verses like it's almost like they kind of like really did try to represent it, and it is a little ridiculous,
how they build all this dialogue and commentary off of such small source material is it's crazy. So
anyway, it's
but yeah,
it's I'm back to Matt's little short film. I think it's really a cool concept. I think those kinds of storytelling are really.
Me too. That's why I love the Twilight Zone. I'm gonna have to go watch that one because I don't remember it.
Matt, do you read any of those like old sci-fi comics, or have you?
Can you give me an example?
Yeah, if I could remember the names of them. We just got some in the other day, or a couple weeks ago. No.
Trying to think some of the names because they're all. Oh God, no!
I wish Tom was here; he could bust them out. I actually looked at one. And I thought, man, this is goofy. Because about this dude that opened his door and there was an alien. He was flying in space, and for whatever the reason, he had invented this satellite signal. And these aliens showed up and basically froze all the humans on the planet except him. And the reason his didn't work was because he had some kind of satellite. And he was afraid they were going to. He convinced them to let him go. Like he told them he was all powerful. And that's why their technology didn't work on him. And they let him go because they were scared of him. But he's like, I got to go save my invention to keep them from, one, finding me out, and two, like, completely obliterating Earth. I can't remember the name of this book, but it was, I just like, I never really was, when it comes to comics, I never really thought, man, these are books I should read. But honestly, man, there's probably some good little stories in those books. Just like, and I love
Worlds.
Is that what it's called?
That's one. We've got some of that. I saw one of those
No,
back there.
I wish I could remember what the name of this book was.
Well, that's why I'm always excited when a series like
It's like Weird Science. I think it was like a Weird Science book.
You know, when like We Only Find Them When They're Dead comes out.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, that's something that really gets my juices going, and I always hope it.
That's an interesting
lives up
book,
to the
and I've kind of
interest.
gotten behind on that. Are you caught up on that book?
I am not. I
I'm
kind
not
of
either.
fall. It has not met my expectations. So I've kind of been.
I think the idea is really cool. I just think it's just bouncing all over the place. I mean, it's an interesting book. Big shout out to those people that put that book together. Honestly, for the life of me, can't remember who it is. But no, I'm talking about like these weird science books, stuff like that.
Yeah, old EC stuff.
Yeah, it's just, those are really interesting stories. And anybody out there who reads these books, man, give us some input. Get me excited about wanting to go pick up those books, because those are really, I think those are the gems that are really out there. You know, everybody wants these key Marvel books and whatnot, but I think you can find good stories in some of these. They're goofy as all get out, and the art's kind of weird, but it's like, they're fun stories. Just like my fourth cup of coffee, by the way. I think that's why I'm bouncing off the walls right now.
Well, that's good, because usually you're kind of struggling to.
I was tired when we got started, but the
this
coffee, I got a strong cup on this one.
Incredible science fiction, yeah. But that's with me. Like I love the stories. Like I like reading all this new stuff. You know, there's some really good stories out there, and so looking at those old books and seeing what people's idea of things were and how things were going to be, and their idea of science fiction when they, you know, with a lot of that has to do with the future, and how things are now. Just to see how far off and how corny and how close they actually
you weren't even
are.
close.
Yeah. If you see all those old World's Fair renderings and stuff like that, what people would submit to on these World's Fair, and this like future technology and the stuff that they would draw out, it was just unbelievable. It was just like, you know, flying cars, but it was just like, you know, the stuff that they would use to fuel a flying car was ridiculous.
I don't know that we're going to have flying cars first. I think it's going to be more like a quadcopter, like a motorcycle with like drone propellers.
Somebody,
I think there is
somebody
one of those out there. I
yeah,
saw
it was
that.
just like this year. I think I sent you the video.
Oh, yeah, maybe you did.
And it was, I mean, it wasn't ideal. You still have the wings and things that you have to contend with, and it doesn't look great when the wings are in, but it's more of a car that you could drive and parallel park downtown and then take it out in the country
one of those things
and
like,
fly away
and being under the influence.
No, I can't.
Like, how do you, I mean, come on, man. You got to Fast and Furious. It's to land that thing, much less navigate it.
Well, it's the beginning of the technology, because right now you would have to know how to
honestly,
fly a
those
plane.
drones like we use for videography,
Yeah.
those will land themselves.
Yes, they will.
You know
I've
what I
seen
mean?
that happen, and it's pretty
And
amazing.
if the battery starts to die on them,
Yeah.
they'll just land.
Before
Which is why a lot of people who are
crash.
flying them over water or over trees
Yeah.
lose them, because
Uh-huh.
the battery because the batteries don't last long. And I'm assuming that would probably be a problem with like a quadcopter, is like power. It's like, how do I keep this in the air long enough to make it worthwhile to
Right.
traverse any distance?
Yeah, that's probably where an Elon Musk Tesla battery kind of a thing would come
But
in.
I mean, you got to think weight versus how much those things weigh.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's true.
I'm not a
I don't know, but I mean,
engineer.
he figured out a way to make rockets land back in their original spot.
That's true. He did. That's
So,
very true.
Or his people did. But I mean, yeah, it's like for the way that I mean, it was incredible. But like, yeah, you still, to have that car that flies, you'd have to be a pilot and have a pilot's license, know how to fly.
Well, you have to have some basic understanding of aerodynamics for sure.
Yeah, and so because it's a plane and it's a car, so it has the instrument panel and everything. So it's not exactly perfect, but it's probably like what the Wright brothers plane looked like.
But you know, you think about the space shuttle and like
beta version.
the Saturn rockets. They had these big old control panels with switches and buttons and controls, right?
Mm-hmm.
These new rockets are basically flown off iPads.
Yeah,
You know, so you can only imagine what, like, who knows with some of these it would have a helmet that's just like a heads-up display, or you could talk to it and be like, "Hey, take off, land, do this." It's like you're talking to Jarvis, you know. What's the fuel efficiency? Oh, you're at 100%. You know, blah blah blah. You know, who knows? We can't fathom that stuff anymore. I can't. You know, you think you can, but then it's like, I mean, think about the world just 5 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, we've changed more in the past 10 years than we have in the past 1,000. You know, as far as technology goes, and the internet, but it's also we are a power grid away or a major internet outage away from, being
in the Stone Age,
cavemen. Yeah, again, in the Stone Ages.
Some of us would make it.
And that's, I was talking to my dad about that last night.
Really?
Because we are in the generation that half of our life we didn't have internet and computers and all that stuff, and GPS apps and all that stuff. In the second part of our life we did, so we know how to do both. If we didn't have GPS and we had a Rand McNally map, we'd be fine. I can kill something, I can clean it, I can cook it.
Can you really clean an animal?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's good to know.
Yeah, I can. I don't love doing it. There's some funny stories about me getting a little queasy or just.
I don't know if I could do it.
Well, it's just the smells.
I probably could.
It's the smells. It's not the sight of it at all. It's just the smells, and it's because I've cleaned smaller animals that.
I think I cleaned a fish once.
That we went and that we were hunting rabbits and squirrels and stuff like that. Cleaning them is no big deal, but when you have a big deer carcass and you're pulling handfuls of innards out and trying not to hit the bladder and trying not to hit the these things that are going to really smell bad, it's smells bad enough, just the blood, so
man,
it's pretty gruesome.
So yeah, you're not wrong though. I mean,
yeah, just that stuff, because just like my child, even people in their 30s, they kind of had apps and internet and stuff. Maybe
how often do you use
internet.
your GPS? Like I know people that use their GPS to find their way home every day.
Oh no, I probably use my GPS more for getting a time, like an arrival, an ETA, more than anything.
Yeah, like
else.
yesterday when I left Gallatin, I was like, all right, is it quicker to go through Lebanon or is it quicker to go through Nashville? And from here it's like 5 minutes faster by Google to say that. I don't need it to tell me how to get there.
Right. No, me either.
Or I use it for
if you're dealing with Nashville,
or I use it for traffic.
Yeah. So you have
that stuff's good. Like Waze is awesome because when I'm traveling to Atlanta, like knowing where the cops are is awesome. But like I don't need it for directions.
Yeah.
I have a really good sense of direction. Sometimes I don't know where I'm going, but that's like.
I have a good sense of direction too. I
don't have much, but I do have a good sense of direction.
I have.
How did we even get off on this conversation?
I don't know, but like when the sun goes down, it's a little different. Unless I know what, if I was just in the woods and at night, I wouldn't have a sense of direction.
Most people wouldn't.
Yeah, so
I don't think.
If you have the
Unless
sun,
you just know where you're at.
If you have the sun, you've got east and west, but you've got north and south.
But here's another thing too. The sun rises in the east and the sun sets in the west, right? Here's my thing. A lot of people don't know in which direction Nashville is from where they're standing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Makes sense. It's like, where's Columbia from here? Where's Murfreesboro from here? Like if you had to point to it from right here, where would it be? That's sort of, I think, a lot of people don't, because they don't look at maps. When I was a kid, I used to love looking at the atlas.
I did too.
I still get on Google Maps and like look at stuff because like you forget or you're just like, well, where is it exactly is this position?
Yeah.
Or it's a little town or whatever, And
now you can basically drive through towns with Google Maps because you can go, they got that street view thing.
Oh yeah, that's pretty awesome too. I do that every once in a while too.
Yeah, I do. I do it.
I think that was one of the cool things when the internet first came out was like you could look at stuff like that.
Yeah.
That part was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was. There's this website that's like, I think it's the Internet Archive, and they've got all these cached pages of.
No kidding.
Yeah, from back in the '90s.
Is it awesome?
They look like it's pretty awesome. Yeah.
What's your favorite one?
Like
what sticks out in your head? I guess
the one that sticks out because I think I favorited a few of them.
Really?
It was like
what's it called? Bring this up, man. I gotta look at this.
Internet Archive.
InternetArchive.com.
I think. Yeah, the Internet Archive. But there's like I know there's a cached CNN from back in the OJ trial days.
There it is. I saw it.
Okay.
Is that it? Online archive database.
Google CNN website OJ Simpson trial, and it might bring up that website that has all of those in it because I know that's on there. Website trial page CNN. Yeah. Yeah.
Looks like an online version of Clue.
It looks like a web page.
What does that
we
say?
would make.
The verdict, the suspect, the victim.
And you can see it's
The murder.
CNN.com. Yeah.
What does that say?
And you can like look in there and look at evidence, like it has a big evidence clip art there, and you can just go through it yourself. And
That's when we had used hyperlinks for everything, right?
yeah, profiles of the attorneys.
Look at those little thumbnails.
Johnny Cochran.
Johnny Cochran. Is it Cato?
Cato Kalin.
Cato Kalin, yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to get in on my computer. It's right here.
Yeah, but we can't show it on the site.
But I can tell you what it is.
Oh, you can tell me what it is. How'd you come across this? Just goofing around one night?
I think I saw I've got like the Google News or whatever, they make these suggestions and stuff, and it's just like I think I found it on there. So anyway, I don't know. I'm gonna pull that up and you can talk about something.
The Wayback Machine.
That's it. The Wayback Machine. Yeah.
That's it. You know what that's from? The Wayback Machine.
I gotta stop doing that.
Yeah, there's a mic there. Do you know what the Wayback Machine is?
No, I don't know. Maybe.
Seriously,
I don't know.
Matt, do you know what the Wayback Machine is?
Negative.
God, am I the only one nerd that knows this one? It's from the Adventures of Mr. Peabody, Sherman and Mr. Peabody.
Yeah.
He used to be on the Bozo Show. There's that little cartoon. They actually made a movie about it not too long ago.
I do remember that, but I don't remember.
Their time machine was called the Wayback Machine.
Okay.
Which is cool.
So
I love that cartoon because it always go. That's kind of honestly, there's some ideas from Chrono Cadets that came from that. They go back and like visit Julius Caesar and stuff. What's a top hit there? There's a cover art archive.
I think it was a Wayback Machine.
Live music archives.
I don't know. Maybe not.
Oh, that ain't it. You got me all excited. Grateful Dead.
You could probably suggest anything right now and be like, yeah, that might be it.
Oh, that's it.
Do. So what, you had things that you wanted to talk about?
Well, we talked about most of them already.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna.
How do I search this on
I need to edit that down.
there? Yeah, dead air.
Dead air.
What is
Dead air.
great about, that's what people are here for.
Matt, freestyle for us. So, anybody watching here and hasn't been into Cadets Toys and Comics, first of all, smack you. 2, come on in here and say hi to us. You know, Joey and I like to meet new people.
We do.
You know, we like the people we have met. What's going on this week, Joey? Let's talk about that while you're looking up whatever you're looking up.
This week we have...
I know it's not a good week for DC. It's like a lot of annuals.
Yeah.
But come get them. Don't sit on those books.
If you like annuals, though, man. We're here. You got it. We're your store this week. But this week there's some good indies coming out, and I was just doing the FOCs.
Oh, we're decorating for Christmas this week, bud.
Yeah, well, I've got to go get our mailbox tomorrow.
Hopefully that'll be a good little. Hope it's not like too inconspicuous.
It's definitely something we'll have to bring in at night.
Really?
I think so. Yeah, I don't want it to get stolen.
I
mean, we've thought that things have gotten stolen here before, and they really haven't, other than the stuff out back, the shelves.
That legit. Honestly, I don't know that one of our neighbors didn't take it. That stuff is gone.
That's gone. But with like the cones and stuff, we kind of thought they.
I honestly didn't think that got stolen. I just thought it got driven down Main Street, and that's where it was.
Yeah.
But fortunately, it was down at the entrance to the parking lot, up in the grass, because whoever drove off with it, it wasn't their problem that they drove off with it, and they just made it our problem.
Well, yeah, they definitely ran over it, and we put them there. I don't know how tall you have to make them for people.
I don't know.
But it's like from the time that they pull up to it, because there's a cone there, and they get out, and they go in the water store, and they come out, and they're like...
Well, it's not just the water store. It's people who don't want to walk and get their Chinese food from the parking lot. They just want to pull up, wait 20 minutes, and then come back out, even though they're blocking the handicap ramp to the entire shopping center.
Over here, yeah. And so they forget in the meantime from going in and coming out that there was a cone in front of their car, and then they take off. And
I just don't think they see it. I've actually watched a dude.
But what I'm saying is,
I literally watched
when they come. Because they stop,
but they forget about it when they come back out.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, yeah, because I actually saw a guy hit it, drag it all the way out into the parking lot. He realized he was dragging it. And I watched him get out of his car and just reach up underneath his hood and pull it out and throw it off to the side and then drive off.
Yeah.
Like he wasn't going to bring it back.
So nobody. Yeah.
No, they don't care.
Nobody.
It's like the same people. Those are the same people that don't put shopping carts up.
It's true.
Some
of the worst people don't put shopping carts up.
And that's annoying, because that's your inability to finish anything.
Or
be considerate.
Lazy.
Because like you're going to leave that out in the parking lot, somebody's going to hit it.
Mm-hmm.
Or they're not going to be able to park. So be considerate, people.
I have.
Sorry, that's us on our soapbox.
Parked it up on a curb because like I was parked kind of in a weird place at Walmart over on West Nashville, and it was raining, and I had Abigail in the car, and I was just like, I ain't running this all the way over. So I took it up to a curb and like hiked the front wheels up on it, and parked it like so it wouldn't roll away, and ran back to my car. So I was like, I ain't doing it.
I always try to put it up.
I do too.
9 times out of 10.
But that's why I can remember that one time, because it doesn't happen very often.
Well, I just think I think my car's been dinged enough to, like I actually hit a Home Depot cart one time, like the big orange streak down the side of my car.
Yeah, I have bad luck with that stuff.
Yeah,
with people hitting my car, that's what I have bad luck with.
Not as bad as Toby.
No one has as bad luck as him.
That thing's an albatross, man.
Good Lord. Yeah, he has. Four people have hit that truck. How long has he had that truck? Probably not very long.
It's paid off.
A couple years. Oh, it is. Okay.
He's probably had it 5 years, 6 years.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we got a big week coming up here at the shop.
Yep. What's coming up this week?
Well, I think we're
kicking off the holiday season.
Kicking off the holiday season. So
sales are over, though.
Here's what's going to happen, Matt. I want you to pay attention to this, because what's going to happen is I'm going to drive Joey batty playing Christmas movies and Christmas music, because he's a Halloween dude and I dig Christmas. For me, it's just I just enjoy the vibe. So we're going to watch a lot of Christmas movies.
That's fine. I think I was the first one to bring the Christmas music.
You did. You brought. What did you bring in, though? Tell us about it.
Well, I got Vince. Sarah got it for me.
What is it?
A nice surprise. The Vince Guaraldi, Charlie Brown Christmas special album, and it had like a lenticular cover, and then had like a print on the inside, and the vinyl itself was green. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's classic tunes.
Classic.
Well, we got on there. Matt pulled it up for us. Let's do the rundown on what's coming out this week. Looks like Batman Detective Annuals are number ones.
Yep, Nightwing Annual.
Action Comics is coming out. There's a Spider-Man. What number is that? 80.
Should be 80.
This looks like Wonder Woman Annual is coming out.
It's 80 actually. Yeah.
Avengers 50 is coming out. I think people are asking about that.
That's a big one.
That's a cool cover.
Did you read Hulk 1 this last week?
I did not. Did you?
I did.
I didn't have time, man.
I didn't. I started it, and then I brought it back to the shop because we were running low, and it sold. So
let's see here. That's Marauders, Joker Annual. Slow down there, Matt.
Is that an annual?
Guys, is that not the Fantastic Four book?
Is that the big one? No, it's not.
What, the Joker?
No, the Fantastic Four.
No, that one already came out.
Okay.
This is 38. New Mutants, Venom #2. We should go check and see if that's here. Because it may not be with all the shipping delays. Robin annual.
Darth Vader. Okay. I think that is over there because I saw it on
Man, that looks good.
the outside of the box.
Pop that cover up there, man, on Darth Vader.
Department of Truth.
Man, look at that cover. That's the first time like I've seen a cover on here that wasn't him holding like his face and his lightsaber in a while.
Yeah.
Look at that variant
Was
cover.
that just like supposed to be the throne-ish looking thing?
Dude, I'm so far behind on Darth Vader. I don't even know what's going on. Oh, it's the Crimson Dawn stuff. Man, I want to.
yeah.
They're starting that run. I definitely got to get in on that.
Yeah.
I got to get caught up. I got to finish War of the Bounty Hunters and get caught up.
That's a
Misreading
lot.
Star Wars.
Man, those crossovers galore.
Let's see. Oh, Batman the Detective. I think that's the final issue. Department of Truth 14's out. Spawn 324.
Nobody's buying Department of Truth here.
That's not true. We got a couple pool people and that, like 3 of them.
But, well, besides the obvious people.
Well, people, if they don't know, they don't know.
Yeah.
Wonder
saying, we don't have
Girl
many.
#5. I love Wonder Girl.
Some people pull
My girl
15
Yara
things.
Flores.
The last, The Me You Love in the Dark, it's wrapping that one up. I'm very excited about that.
That's the end of Fear State, Omega.
Uh-huh.
Let's see. We got some Turtles. Teen Titans Academy. Oh, Human Target 2.
Yeah, I know you're excited about that.
I'm so excited. It's a cool cover, though.
Yeah, they did get the covers right.
Silver Coin, Firepower.
Do we get any variantes
We
of that
didn't. At least I didn't see them.
one? All right.
That's not good. We better have some, is what I'm saying.
There's an Archer one coming out for Human Target 3. It looks pretty sharp.
An Archer cover?
Archer.
Art Germ. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, we'll have to check that out. Firepower, Silver Coin, Justice League Incarnate #1. That's a new Justice League team.
Interesting.
I don't
wonder
know
if that. If wonder
Click
if
that
anyone will
button.
care
It's
about
got
that.
Valzad. Who else is on that team there? That looks like Captain Carrot. A lot of the people from Infinite Frontier.
Yeah, and if you're a Captain Carrot fan, we have #1 here at the show.
Looks like Vixen. Is that right? Oh, Thomas Wayne.
Good old Captain Carrot.
It's interesting. I have to check that book out just to like give it a review. Maybe Nick will do that for us. Let us know.
It's so great, like because DC tries to do these dark and like brooding.
What do you mean tries to do dark? That's all they do.
But I'm just saying, that's their effort, and then they have a character in there named Captain Carrot.
Captain Carrot. Walking Dead's out this week.
Like, how can he have like a real pensive
The
story arc?
Death of Doctor Strange, Spider-Man #1. It's a pretty cool little cover.
Yeah.
Oh, that Wonder Woman,
Finally got the Spider-Man
the
version of that.
Amazons came out.
Yes,
That's here.
We got a couple pulls.
Oh,
for
Gotham City Villains, #1 is out.
That. Yeah, let's do that.
Darkhawk. I hear a baby crying. Do you hear a baby crying?
How is there a baby crying?
I don't know. It's probably in the Chinese restaurant.
Oh Lord.
Oh man.
Man.
Sorry about that, folks. Scumbag. You still doing Scumbag? You still reading the Scumbag?
No, I stopped pretty early on that one.
Black Bolt, Adventure Man. I've been collecting Adventure Man, but I haven't picked it back up since they started doing it the run again.
Dune. Yeah, so I'll pull for
King
that.
of Spies #1 is that's a
Is that Image?
yeah right there. That's a new book, new indie.
Oh, that looks pretty cool. I like that cover. I know
It's Mark
nothing
Millar.
about it. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know either. I'm sure we'll get a big review from Nick Comic Culture. Big shout out to Nick.
Yeah, man. I'd be like, I like the line work on this one.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's really loud. Oh, that Shredder book. We'll get some people by that.
Yeah, I saw that. People
Blue
got some pulls
Flame.
for that. Frontiersman.
Cross the
I'm
Bear.
off that.
Maniac of New York. The
yeah, it's
Bronx
the
is
new
Burning
one.
#1. You've been looking forward to that one.
I've been looking to the Bronx is Burning.
But
man.
I'll do Hellcop
I like
number
that first
2.
one. I really like the first Maniac of New York, but like the ending of that first arc was anticlimactic.
Really? That's not surprising. Going down there. Matt. Let's see. No. Those are-
Nope. Nope.
No. Keep going.
Nope.
Keep going. Stop. At Hotel Volume 2, number 1.
Ooh, yay. See if the sequel is any good.
He Kate's Will. I'm pretty sure I got some of those on order. I don't know who ordered it though, but it was an odd book to get.
Yeah, who's the imprint there?
It's Black Mask.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Which I think is part of Scout now, isn't it?
Hey, I don't know. How's it up there?
It's the same people who did Alice in Leatherland.
You know, Alice in Leatherland.
No, I don't know.
From the people
I
that
hear you
brought
back there laughing, Matt.
From the people that brought you something you've never heard of.
I can hear you laughing back there, Matt. What are you looking forward to this week, Matt? What's in your pull box?
I think Department of Truth.
See, Matt's one of those guys.
Yes, I
He's
am.
back there going, I read it.
And then I'm on Once and Future's underrated book.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I think you're one of the only people that pulls that book. So those are your big two this week?
Well, I'm getting that Wonder Woman annual.
Oh,
because
okay.
That B cover, because that's a really awesome
I
cover.
hope we got a B cover. I'll have to check.
Yeah.
We've been getting shanked on B covers lately. And I think it was because a while back people weren't buying them and we were sitting on them and they're expensive to buy and all of a sudden everybody wants them. What about Venom 2? You going to get that?
I haven't gotten Venom 1.
No, you ain't getting it here. I can tell you that.
Yeah, that Venom 2, we only got like one B cover. Like all of them are that A cover. But
Are you serious?
I'm serious. At least in that one box. I don't know.
I hadn't checked the other two
We've got
boxes.
like other two more boxes over there.
I have noticed that sometimes variant covers on Penguin are on different FOC dates.
Ah.
I have noticed that.
Huh.
Which is weird.
That is weird.
But
I'm still trying to
it may
figure
have
that
something
out.
to do with like when the artist gets a submission in their timeline to print. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I have noticed that on a couple of books.
That would make sense.
Then again, we may get a random shipment from Diamond like we did last week. Or Black Panther #1.
Man, that was weird. Yep.
Cool. There's some cool books out this week, especially on the indie circuit. Marvel looks good. DC's just kind of getting by through the holidays.
Yeah. They've had these annuals written for a long time.
Well, I think we got a pretty good week ahead. We've got some cool books coming out.
Mm-hmm.
We've got some good Funko Pops in.
We've got a lot of Silver Age stuff for
lot
people
of
to come in and
We've
buy.
got a lot of back issues, guys. Come in and get these bad boys before they are gone.
Yeah, we've got the gift cards.
Got the gift cards for the
Christmas
holidays
shoppers.
for people who don't know exactly what to buy their loved ones.
They're like, do you guys have this? Yeah, does their loved one have this issue? They probably don't know.
Well, why don't you buy them a gift card?
Yeah.
Help them out. Help them buy that.
Yep, let them come in and get what they need.
We also we got some cool Funkos in. A lot of Cartoon Network, Peppa Pig, Courage the Cowardly Dog. We've got more of these coming in. We've got this is a Courage, but we've also got and I've actually added this to our website. Click up on Cadets Toys there, Matt. Go to the left. It says Cartoon Network. Click that bad boy. Bring that up. So this is some, with the exception of Courage, and I think right now Courage might be the only one. Most of these are still on pre-order because they haven't come in yet. But you can go ahead and pre-order these. But we've got, for those of you who are into this stuff, Adventure Time.
Oh,
There's like 5 Adventure Time.
Jojo.
Captain. We got Cow and Chicken, which Mariah, my niece, loved that when she was little. Remember, she got in a big argument with me one time when she was 5. Powerpuff Girls, which I'm going to. I think I actually ordered more bubbles than I ordered the other ones because I'm going to send a whole case off to get autographed.
Yeah.
Dexter's Laboratory. So they got Dee Dee and Dexter, and then Johnny Bravo.
Oh, they've got the new.
I kind of wish we hadn't sold those 2 that we had bought. Remember we got those
Oh yeah, way back. Yeah.
way back. I
Yeah.
wish we hadn't sold those, but we sold them. But anyway, these
they're
Cartoon
like-
Network. I mean, if those of you who are into this stuff, man, this is coming in. So come check it out. We also got some Wall-E stuff in, specialty series. Got a couple of Funko exclusives. What else came in this week? More Star Wars. We got the GOAT.
Yep. Tom Brady's sitting over there.
A lot of Ninja Turtle stuff.
Yeah, we got all the turtles. So come get these.
We got
things.
SpongeBob. I didn't put SpongeBob on there.
Oh yeah,
I got some SpongeBob.
forget
SpongeBob
SpongeBob.
SquarePants.
Yeah, it's so man. I've always thought the pops.
So I
and
never
the
really
pop
watched
sodas made
SpongeBob
good stocking
because
stuffers.
I was out of college when that stuff was hot. Now the kids watched it. My
Of
nieces
course,
and nephews.
everybody
Now
loves
here's the thing though. I learned the theme song to SpongeBob. Now don't ask me to sing it because I don't remember that. But I learned it working at FAO Schwartz because they played it on the. We had a Nickelodeon section and they played it.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Well, good.
That's
You're
how
going
I-
to sing it for us?
No, I
or-
can't.
Oh, okay.
oh.
Well, that's just much ado about nothing. Then there.
But I did learn that. I can't sing it.
Pop
I don't remember.
keychains
God, that was 20 years
Good
ago. bro. I don't
stocking
remember. I
stuffers.
don't remember that now. Pocket pop keychains.
and Pokemon. Everybody's
Man,
looking for Pokemon.
and we got them, man. We got
Yeah.
Shining Fates.
You won't get in a fight with anybody coming
That's
to
not
pick
right.
them
We
up
have
here.
Chilling Rain. We have Evolving Skies. What's the new one called? Fusion Strike. Got Fusion Strike. And we got
Yeah.
a bunch of 10-cent cards. Also, we got a nice little couple Magic cards in.
Well, we got a little collection of really nice case cards for Pokemon if you're a collector and you want some of those high dollar cards, those rares.
Interesting enough, neither one of us were here to catch this. I guess the young bloods
Oh, that is true.
put them in the case
Glad you
without
remember that.
vetting them.
Mm-hmm.
But some punk kids brought us a bunch of fake cards.
Yep. Fake Pokemon.
And they were in the case, and one of our customers was like, "Where'd y'all get these cards?" I'm like, "I don't know. I didn't know where they came from." And he goes, "They're all fake." I said, "What?" He goes, "They're all fake." And I looked at him. I was like, "Yeah, you're right. They're all fake."
Yeah.
Uh,
The good thing is that I think we traded for some stupid like Funkos over here on this wall.
did we trade for them?
I think so. I don't think.
I
We
don't
gave
think you
one.
were involved with that.
Yeah, I was here.
Oh, you were, but I
Yeah.
don't think you were really paying attention.
Maybe not. Which if I looked at those cards, I wouldn't have noticed anyway. Like I know
Well,
that.
I know there's a couple of tells on that, but I mean, I'm not an expert. But this kid came in and was like, "Yeah, this is
Yeah, Fugazis.
for sure." Well, what do you think, man? We good? We got with us some other things on the
I think
plate.
we're good. We do this to promote the store and tell people what we have and to give a little insight of what's going on inside the shop. I think we've accomplished that.
Yeah, Matt, you got anything you want to add this week? Looking forward to?
Nope, I'm good.
Man, you're good. You got a big week at work?
No.
Yes, you do.
Just make something up.
Make something up. Anyway, yeah, so it's been a good week here in the shop. Hoping to have a couple of, as we enter into the holiday season.
Yep, we
had a
full
good
force.
run last year, even at the Lando Flea.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping we can have at least a pretty solid next few weeks getting through the holidays.
Yep. I think so.
So I'm looking forward to it.
We'll see.
gonna be-
We'll see if the
one way or
Spring Hill
another-
folks know where we are.
One way or another, we're gonna have fun.
That's right.
We're gonna have fun here at Cadets Toys and Comics.
And we're getting our. You can bring your letters to Santa up here after.
Yeah, we're gonna set
tomorrow.
up, for those of y'all who don't know, spread the word, folks. We're gonna set up a
Mailbox.
mailbox, which
Out
is
front.
a hitch point for Santa.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna be delivering for Santa. So just drop your letters off. We'll make sure they get to the North Pole
We're the Spring Hill hub of where the Santa
of the
letters
North
go
Pole
up. Yeah.
Postal Service. What's it called?
Yeah,
North
airmail.
Pole airmail. Yeah.
I don't know, but that's
I know an elf and a reindeer show up and pick it up, and that's about it.
yeah.
We gotta feed them milk and cookies.
Yeah, it's called North Pole Flex.
North Pole
Not Amazon Flex,
parcel service.
North Pole.
The parcels.
Flex.
Don't be dropping
Yeah.
no crazy stuff in there.
Yeah, who knows? Boy, yeah, that's what I'm saying. We bring it in at night.
It's for the
That'll be-
kids, man. We want the kids to be able to drop off their letters to Santa here at the comic and toy shop. Where else would they do it?
Exactly.
In the hill.
Yeah.
So bring it on out to the hill, folks.
All right.
All right, Joey, man, it's been fun. I
Yep.
always like catching up because we don't get to catch up that much anymore because I'm
This
going
is
this way.
kinda
You're
where
going
we
that.
do it,
We
yeah.
do catch up more here now than we. Sometimes we talk on the phone in the car, but I'm running in 10 different directions. I'm gone this week, by the way.
Yeah. So at Thursday.
At least the end of the week.
Yeah.
I'll be deuced out.
You going Wednesday or Thursday?
I'm going to leave Thursday morning.
All right.
And I need to prep. I need to prep a little bit on Thursday, and then Friday I have a shoot, which will be interesting because I'm going to be in a room with a lot of big wigs in Atlanta,
Okay.
allegedly.
Yeah.
At least so I've been told. And then
Dale
get that
Murphy?
done.
He's a bigwig in Atlanta.
No,
Not Dale Murphy.
not Dale Murphy.
Trying to think of other people that are bigwigs in Atlanta.
No, and not
Deion Sanders.
no, the Home Depot guy. I can't think of his name off the top of my head.
Arthur Blank.
Arthur Blank. There you go. I actually saw him at a Braves game once. We actually sat like
2 suites down.
2 rows down.
2 rows
We
down?
actually got Delta Sky box seats for that game
Yeah.
because my buddy boss had them,
Yeah.
and he gave us the seats for that game, which was pretty cool. We had a waiter. It was nice.
Yeah. I got to go to
Right behind home plate.
I got to sit in the suite Wednesday night when we went to that Preds game.
That's cool. It's always good when somebody throws you some
Yeah.
sports tickets.
Throws you some things like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Old Braves, Matt.
We were up there watching
Matt
hockey,
don't like me talking about the Braves,
eating
y'all, because he's
chicken
a Dodgers
wings,
fan.
looking down on the commoners.
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, I'm going to be gone this week. So you and
So if you're
Little
wanting
Nicky
to
and
see
Wheels.
Tommy,
I won't be here this weekend.
Better
Catch
get it
him
in
early.
before
I'll be
Wednesday.
here Tuesday, Wednesday.
If you're trying to avoid me, into week's not going to be able to be the good days to do it. So
Yeah. Joey the Joe.
yeah.
All right, man. I'm getting out of here. I'm going home. I got to go check on the dogs.
All right, son.
All right, son.
Bye,
Bye, son.
guys. See you next week.